Golden and crunchy on the outside, tender and sweet on the inside. Fried shrimp is one of my favorite summer indulgences, and I'm showing you how to make it at home. Making fried shrimp at home is way more affordable than getting it out at a restaurant. When I'm frying my shrimp, I like a bigger size shrimp. So I start with either large or jumbo. First of all, it makes the process easier because you have less shrimp to bread and then fry, but also you get that big juicy bite. Finally, you are less likely to overcook your shrimp if you start with a larger shrimp to begin with. They only take seconds to cook, especially in the fryer, so if you've got something smaller, they tend to overcook. I also love ordering the shrimp that is peeled and deveined, or it's cheaper if you just want to peel and devein them yourself, but you want to have them peeled and deveined, and then I like to leave the tail on because look, this is a food you eat with your fingers, so you've got your built-in utensil right here, eat it right off the tail, and then throw it away. Besides the shrimp, this requires very few ingredients. We're gonna set up a classic breading station. In the first dish, I've just got flour, which I'm just simply seasoning with salt and pepper. You can get as crazy or as simple in this step as you want. You could add in some Cajun seasoning or cayenne pepper if you want a kicked up version. I'm just doing salt and pepper, keeping it simple and just highlighting the fresh natural flavor of the shrimp. And the second bowl is just some egg. You can whip that up. Sometimes I like adding hot sauce to this layer, but we'll keep it simple today. And then finally, just panko breadcrumbs. Using panko breadcrumbs versus regular breadcrumbs is gonna add an extra crunchiness to the exterior. I definitely prefer this when I'm making fried shrimp or other fried seafood. Start with the flour. You don't wanna have too thick of a layer of flour. I think that's a mistake a lot of people make when they're frying. You just want to create a dry surface so that the egg has something to stick to. Then into the egg, and then the breadcrumb. I always try to keep one wet hand and one dry hand, but that lasts for about 2 shrimp. And then you just want a really light coating. I don't like fried seafood that has like this really thick batter on it. It just takes away from the seafood. This is shrimp season in the peak of the summer, so if you want to stock up, we always love to keep some fresh shrimp in the freezer. You can even do this step ahead of time and then freeze it. Then you can just pop these out and fry them or even air fry them as you wish. This simple process works not only for shrimp, but also for other seafood or even chicken tenders. You definitely want to do all the breading ahead of time because when you go to cook your shrimp, you don't have time to come back and bread some more. Ready to fry. I'm getting some just regular vegetable oil heating. You could use vegetable oil, canola oil, or peanut oil. You want something with a neutral flavor and that can withstand a higher temperature. The oil's at 350. I'm just gonna drop these in batches. You don't wanna crowd your pot because it's gonna bring the oil temperature down too much. And these do not take a lot of time to cook, so we want them kind of at that higher temperature so that it gets good and golden crusty on the outside at the same time the inside cooks. You'll see how they start to rise really quickly, and more importantly, you can see how that color changes. These shrimp started out, in a grayish color. They turn pink when they're cooked, so you'll see that happen really fast. I know you're gonna ask, Nicole, can we do these in the air fryer? Absolutely, you can. And that would work great if you're making a smaller batch. If you wanted to air fry these, I would do about 400 for about 5 minutes. I like to go ahead and hit them with a little salt right when they come out of the oil. That way the oil kind of sucks up that salt while it's nice and hot. If you wanted to do something like a spicy Cajun seasoning or something, this would also be the time to do that. I'm just gonna keep frying, so grab that cold beer. It's almost time to eat. Because we went through that breading process, you'll see that our coating stayed on really well during the whole fry process. You don't see a lot of naked shrimp showing. That's what I'm talking about. These look perfect. Let's plate them up and eat. If this doesn't make you happy, then you're hard to please because this looks delicious and just like the perfect summer meal to me. Just listen to this. I like a little crunch test. That's crunchy. And a fried shrimp is the epitome of perfect bite. It's golden crunchy on the outside, tender and juicy on the inside. It's nice and warm, going in a cold, spicy cocktail sauce. Not only 5 stars from me, this is a 5-star rated recipe from Allrecipes. Get it, check it out, and make these this summer. And when you do, don't forget to tag me. But in the meantime, get cooking on this right now. They're incredible.